Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim wa bihi nasta'in. Terima kasih saudara majlis industri, Bapak Dr. Imran, sesuatu negara dan penghadirin, para penyair dari negara Asean dan saudara sekalian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Saya ingat lagi pada tahun lepas, semasa Profesor Muhammad Yusuf memberikan ucapan pertama di Auditorium ini, beliau menyampaikan ucapannya dalam dua bahasa kerana sifat pertemuan ini yang melibatkan peserta-peserta antarabangsa. Jadi Tuan Pengerusi izinkan saya untuk menyampaikan ucapan dalam dua bahasa. Tapi saya mohon maaf kalau cukup tahu bahasa Inggeris saya ini ada bunyi Jerman sikit sebab mak saya Jerman, bapa saya Melayu. Saya kena dah sikit. Baik, boleh mulakan slide dengan tajuk ucapan saya. Pada hari ini saya akan bercakap tentang mengapa penyair Sempena. Jadi in conjunction with the Asean Poet Forum 2016, allow me to deliver speech in that white poem. Nama penyair bukan manusia pertama di dunia, ya, bukan manusia pertama di dunia. Ya. Tetapi poet have existed since antiquity in nearly all languages and have produced work that vary greatly in different cultures and time periods. Throughout civilization and language, poets have used various styles that have changed through the course of the history, resulting in a history of poets as diverse as the literature they have produced. Jadi maknanya dalam lain perkataannya, saya katakan bahawa setiap generasi awal umat manusia memiliki penyair mereka. Mereka memiliki keupayaan bahasa estetik dan irama, melalui warna estetik, simbolisme bunyi dan meter dan lain-lain bagi membezakan dan memperkaya makna ungkapan prosa. Ini kisah penyair yang terdapat di dunia ini. Dan tajuk yang saya akan ulas yang saya katakan ini iaitu tentang saya kira ada kaitan dengan tema pertemuan kita, iaitu puisi untuk diri atau masyarakat. Menurut pandangan, many art researchers believe that art was originally created to find faith, or what we know as religion. This one based on cave painting of Paleolithic Stone Age, found in the Franco-Cantabarian region. There are pictures of magical religious character and also pictures with a naturalistic scent with each animal, notably found in the cave of Altamira, Torres Perez, Chauvet, and Lascaux. There are also the so-called Venus figurines sculpture representing fertility, such as the Venus of Willendorf and the Venus of Maresot. Jadi seni mungkin termasuk puisi daripada awal mungkin dicipta dilahirkan untuk mencari sesuatu. Kenapa manusia zaman purba mencari sesuatu yang kita katakan sebagai kepercayaan ataupun agama? Ini kerana the inexplicable things in life, such as storms, floods, earthquakes, and volcanoes, have urged the ancient humans to create primitive religion. Jadi apabila masyarakat pada zaman dahulu melihat fenomena alam ini yang tak dapat diketahui puncanya, mengapa terjadi, seperti ribut taufan, banjir, gempa bumi, gunung berapi dan kematian. Jadi mereka mencari apa sebabnya, siapa yang menjadikan dan sebagainya. At one time or another, mortal man has worshipped everything on the face of the earth, including himself. Orang yang mengaku Tuhan pun menyembah dirinya kerana mereka confused. Ya. Fir'aun mengaku Tuhan, tapi dia juga menyembah dirinya, Tuhan Harun dan sebagainya. Ya. He has also worshipped about everything imaginable in the sky and beneath the face of the earth. Primitive man feared all manifestation of power. He worshipped every natural phenomenon he could not comprehend. The observation of powerful natural forces such as storms, floods, earthquakes, landslides, volcanoes, fires, heat and cold greatly impressed the expanding mind of man. The inexplicable things of life are still termed act of God and mysterious dispensation of providence. Poets during the time of antiquity also produced poetry. I mean religious poetry, as well as poetry about nature, about people, about flora and fauna. The tradition of religious poetry continues to thrive until today, and before the modern poetry arises, every nation has its own traditional poetry. I present you the kind of traditional poetry of Asian countries. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kita lihat ni puisi-puisi yang terdapat di negara ASEAN. Kalau Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Singapura, pantun, syair dan bahasa lainnya, dan syair akan diberikan satu slot khusus ya dalam acara ini ya. Dan dari Filipina, dari Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam dan sebagainya. To me, a vertical theme poetry is religious poetry. Nah, kalau kita lihat di sebelah kiri anda, apa yang saya katakan sebagai vertical theme poetry ialah yang berkaitan dengan ketuhanan, ya, about the God as supreme being, satu yang monotheism, satu yang berkaitan dengan puisi-puisi yang sufism, ya, atau yang berkaitan dengan berzaman dahulu tentang ghost ataupun spirits. Itu saya anggap sebagai yang bertema vertikal. Sementara yang bertema horizontal ada satu yang puisi yang socially oriented, didactic, moral and utilitarian function. Art is functional, yang dikatakan oleh banyak pengkritik seni untuk masyarakat. The relation of art to social life, dan pendapat yang mengatakan bahawa society is not made for the artist, but artist for society. Tetapi ada juga kelompok penyair yang dalam tema yang horizontal ini, mereka tidak mencipta puisi-puisi yang socially oriented, tapi yang lebih kepada autoteles, conflict in self, yang self-centered, yang egocentric, yang dikatakan sebagai seni untuk seni, art for the art's sake, walaupun ini merupakan pohon yang konkret yang nanti disebut Europe. Poetry has gone through the evolution of its spread, from the oral tradition to the manuscript to the p-book, and now through the electronic media. Kalau kita lihat, ini evolusi penciptaan termasuk puisi. Pada zaman lampau kita menggunakan tradisi oral, kemudian apabila kemahiran untuk menulis, maka kita menggunakan pena dan buku untuk menulis manuskrip, dan juga kita berikan buku bila ada mesin cetak, physical book, dan kemudian kita masuk kepada electronic publishing melalui internet, Facebook dan sebagainya. Ya. Jadi so we have as a poet, we have a choice untuk menggunakan terbit dalam bentuk p-book ataupun electronic publishing. Choice sama ada kita nak melahirkan religious poetry ataupun self-centered poetry ataupun socially oriented poetry. Choice itu ada pada diri kita ya. Poet have the freedom to choose whether to create a vertical or horizontal theme poetry. This option, in my opinion, is determined by your education, your reading, your idealism, and what is your purpose to become a poet. Speaking about choice, William James once said, when you have to make a choice and you don't make it, that is in itself a choice. Dan kata Khalil Gibran, we choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. A poet has also a choice whether to get a sponsorship or patronage from the powerful and rich, or to become an independent poet. Kalau kita lihat pada zaman lampau, ya, pada zaman in ancient Rome, professional poets were generally sponsored by patrons, wealthy supporters, including nobility and military officials. Pada zaman Caesar Augustus, ya, Venus Maecenas ini merupakan penaja kepada penyair yang terkenal pada masa itu, yaitu Horace dan Ovidius, ya, sponsor. Sekarang ini kadang-kadang kita dekat ya dapat sponsor daripada pihak tertentu untuk mencipta puisi. Poet held an important position in pre-Islamic Arabic society, with the poet or syair filling the role of historian, soothsayers, and propagandist. Word in praise of the tribe and lampoon, denigrating other tribe, seem to have been some of the most popular form of early Arabic poetry. The syair represented an individual tribe's prestige and importance in the Arabian Peninsula, and mock battle in poetry or ghazal will stand in view of real wars. Ukas, a market town not far from Mecca, will play host of a regular poetry festival where the crowd of the syair will be exhibited. Zaman dulu. Tapi pada zaman Islam muncul seorang penyair ini yang terkenal, salah satu daripadanya ialah Hasan ibn Sabit in early Islamic era. He was famous for defending Islam and praising it, so much so that he was given the title the Prophet Poet. He lived around 120 years, 6 years as non-believer, and the next 60 years as devout Muslim, and he was considered the poet laureate of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hasan ibn Thabit, as the Prophet poet, did not get material wealth. He volunteered to create a poetry that defends and praised Islam. Will you agree if I say, in general, a poet is not rich? Although I know few poets in this auditorium are quite rich. Do you know why some of us not rich? We write beautiful rhymes, we write powerful rhymes, we write wonderful rhymes, but we are not rich. Why? Because according to Alan Poe, rhyme doesn't do it. Poets of early times were often well-read and highly educated people, while others were to a large extent self-educated ataupun punya bakat alam di negara yang besar. In the Romantic period and onward, many poets were independent writers who made their living through their work, often supplemented by income from other provision. Kerana berbagai masalah harmoniah dari kecil ataupun apa, jadi macam sekarang kita kena buat banyak kerja. Ataupun from family, jadi baguslah kita jadi penyair, mak Samuel Roosevelt and Robert Burns. Ya. Jadi berlaku ya, di England. Ya. Ladies and gentlemen, in my point of view, a genuine poet, whether they are poor or rich, whether we are poor or rich, will always fight for the truth. Iqbal said, when truth is not burning, then it is philosophy. When it gets burning from the heart, it becomes poetry. But not all poets write poetry in order to fight for the truth in her or his society and country. There are poets who prefer to write self-image poetry, made-love poetry, even erotic poetry, as if they are not concerned with the social issues that are happening in the society, like the abuse of power, corruption, social and economic injustice. You see, for example, here, the second poetry by S.M. Pastore. She is as sweet as a pie, she is sweet as pie, and kinder than moss, she is happy and pretty, she doesn't break of words, she is fun, and so on. Yeah. It's second poetry. Or this one, made love poetry by Megan Pellet. The first time we made love, I realized why I never prayed. One human can only say, oh God, so many times. Oh God, ya. Jadi yang oh God ni masa making love ni, yang orang tulis lah, atau yang penyokong ITBMtv ataupun ITBMtv lah. Yang lain mengenal dengan bahasa ibu dia masing-masing. In Malaysia, in my opinion, there are many poets who concern about the social issues. But what we worry about is there are lots of pure literature classes that had been closed in our secondary school, while the government is busy focusing on the teaching of science, technology and mathematics and English. Therefore, the creative learning in school is seen to be gloomy. Moreover, poetry is now considered as more difficult, as it is the ugly monster that will frustrate and fail the students and make them unmarketable in the labor market. Why don't we make poetry as the art of teaching in order to open the student's mind to understand life with broader and positive perspective? Do you remember the movie entitled Dead Poet Society? That was the trailer of this movie. This movie, Dead Poet Society, produced in 1989, American drama film written by Thomas Solman, directed by Peter Weir and starring Robin Williams. Set in 1959 at the fictional elite conservative boarding school, Walton Academy, it tells the story of an English teacher who inspired his student through the teaching of poetry. In the movie, the two of his prosecuting students, along with other friends, meet prosecuting Robin Williams, German English teacher, who tell them of the Dead Poet Society and encourage them to go against the status quo. Each in their own way does this and are changed for life. So let me see the trailer of this movie.
What are the four pillars?
Vision, honor, discipline, excellence, manners up.
Welton Academy for Boys, a breeding ground for the future leaders of America, an institution dedicated to achievement, virtue, and conformity, a school whose rigid standards are upheld by every single teacher, except one.
Come on, Miss Overstreet, you twerk.
Mr. Anderson, are you a man or an amoeba? Language was developed for one endeavor, and that is to communicate. No, to woo women. Mr. Katie.
Some people like to rock, some people like to roll, but moving and grooving gonna stand by my soul and have a party.
Touchstone Pictures presents Robin Williams as John Keating, teacher,
Well, is this a danger I see before me?
philosopher,
I like Byron, even 42, but I can't dance to it.
orator,
Oh, Titus, bring your friend hither.
and founder of the Dead Poets